Hey, what is going on, Geminis? Butch here. I am going to do your monthly read from now to the end of March. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. I just said a bunch of times there. I know how to talk. And I have multiple words in my vocabulary that isn't the only one. Anyway. I think I said it already. This is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. I keep saying it now that I'm trying to stop. I'm going to be using the Runic Tarot. I got my own head. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Geminis for April? For March 2024. What message do we have for Geminis for March 2024? What is going on for Geminis? What message do we have for Gemini's universe? All right, Geminis. First thing I see, Geminis got one hell of a month coming up. I see a lot of big changes. I see a lot of growth. I see a lot of wins. You know, and this is what I see coming forward for you. And I feel like you may be a little bit confused because I feel like right now in the current energy, I feel like you got a lot on your plate. You know, I feel like there's a lot going on. Taking on more than you can handle right now. You know, I feel like what I'm saying about these big changes, what I see coming for you is hard to see. And I feel like it's because you're a little too close. You know, you're a little too close to it. You know, I feel like right now you got a lot on your plate, a lot of things going through your head. You know, and there's some late nights, that anxiety, because I feel like I feel like this is just a matter of like that quote. The worst place to be is in your head, and I feel like you're in your head a lot lately. But that is going to change. You know, I feel like with those big changes coming, I feel like what ignites these changes is I feel like there's someone. Now, this could be somebody you already know or someone coming in, but I feel like with this person, I got a lot of fire. You know, I see this person really coming in and really kind of taking your mind off it. You know, I feel like there's a lot of passionate energy, a lot of physical energy between the two of you, a lot of flirtatious energy. But it's not just that. I feel like you can talk to this person. You know, I feel like there's a strong, at the core of it all, there's a strong friendship. And with this person, the more you talk to them, the more things start to become a little bit more clear. You know, I feel like this person is very direct and open with when they talk to you. You know, and even though, like I said, I mean, there's a lot of fire there, there's also this very balanced energy with this person. You know, I just feel like this person has this ability, you know, to really get you out of your head. You know, it's very chill energy with this person. Even though there's a lot of fire, there's also this very chill and balanced energy. You know, and maybe even so much as like kind of letting you let go of the things that aren't doing you any good. You know, if you think about it in the fact that, say you're thinking about 10 things. Now, you write those 10 things down. This person is basically saying to you, scratch out the things that you can't change. So you scratch out the things you can't change. Then you realize there's only 4 things on your list. Now it becomes manageable. Not only does it become manageable, it becomes something you can really work with. You know, and I feel like with this person, I feel like this person inspires you. You know, I feel like there's a huge inspiration coming from this person with that Ace of Swords or Ace of Wands. I apologize. You know, and they really let you see your true potential because they unlock you. And what I mean by unlocking you is almost like they get you out of your head. You know, this person makes you laugh. This person, you know, is easy to talk to. This person is someone you can bounce thoughts off of. And this person is very direct. You know, they don't bullshit you. And I feel like with that, you start to feel those chains, those weights of all these things you have on your plate start to kind of break away, feeling yourself opening up. And I feel like with that freedom, that's what's causing you to soar. You know, I see a lot, like I said, those big changes that are coming, I see a lot of growth for you. You know, in all areas of your life, not just not just, you know, career-wise, but emotionally, you know, even physically, maybe starting to go to the gym, taking on a new job, taking on more responsibilities at your job. You know, and it all comes back to the nexus, which is this person. They make you laugh. They get you out of your head. And the more time you spend in your head, the more time when you're in your head, you can think more clearly. You know, I feel like you have a strong bond with this person that's going to continue on. You know, but like I said, at the core of it all, I mean, this person's your friend. You know, this is someone that I feel like you build trust with, and you're going to continue to build trust with. You know, this person is with you side by side. Like I said, very, very cool and collect person, very chill. You know, nothing really rattles them. So it's almost like you're feeding off that energy as well, to where things start to become a lot more manageable. Sometimes we make things bigger than they are in our heads. Sometimes we envision things that aren't really there. And I'm not gonna point out the fact that sometimes Geminis have a habit of overthinking. You know, no offense, but I mean it's true, and I can't hide it. I've been with a Gemini for 15 years. My best friend since I was 4 is a Gemini. I know all about it. But that's the thing. I feel like it's not so much. It's not like this person is so much building you up. They're just helping you see you better. You know, they're helping you see through the madness better. And sometimes when we're in our head, that's what it seems like. It seems like madness. It seems like we can't get in our own head. We can't make heads or tails of what's going on. So it's hard to move forward. You know, this person is there for you. They're straightforward with you. And they're doing it of a place where they care about you. and I feel like they care about you more than you thought. And I feel like that's another thing we're unlocking moving forward is really seeing, how this person feels about you, showing up for you, um, never holding you back, always building you up. And like I said, these big changes that are coming are going to continue to come far and beyond just this next month. I feel like this is the beginning of something new. I mean, your life is changing in a very dramatic way. Things are going your way now. And all it takes is having that person in your life that just makes you laugh, that just gets into your head. And it just shows the connection that you have with this person. This person makes you feel wanted. This person makes you feel special. They make you, they're letting you see how special you are. Just by being there, just by being present. And like I said, I mean, with that Knight of Wands, it's also very impulsive and, that flirtatious energy. But I feel like this person takes you out. They get you out of that, that spot. And like I said, when someone has the ability to come into our life and make us laugh and make us happy, we start to forget about those things that aren't doing us any good. Sometimes having someone just come in and take us out of our own head is all it really takes. And with this, I feel like that's exactly what we have here. We have someone that gets you out of your head. Like I said, I feel like they always knew that you have potential. And with that three of wands, now you're seeing it. That ship has come in. Now you're starting to see. All these things you're thinking about, most of them aren't doing you any good. They're holding you back. Like I said, with that Devil card, it's the ability to let go of things that aren't working for you. We don't have to think about 10 things. Especially when more than half of them are out of our control. And like I said, with this, finding this sense of happiness, sense of belonging, it changes the way you think. It changes the way you see things. Like that other quote, if you change the way you look at the world you look at changes. Sometimes we overthink, and sometimes we think too much about things that we have no control over. With this person, like I said, I mean, there's such a balanced energy. They're so good at just taking and listening. They make you feel like you're not as far from where you want to be as you thought you were. And it's true, because like I said, I see a lot of big changes. I see a lot of growth for you. I see a lot of potential. And I feel like this person, like I said, just the way they are with you and just the way they are around you is inspiring. I do see a lot of big changes in this person as well. So, I mean, I feel like maybe you're changing together, embracing this journey together. And I feel like you will continue to do that because, I mean, we have the Chariot. So I see a lot of forward movement, and I see it continuously being, a very, very happy energy between the two of you. The Sun card, it's all about happiness. And I mean, we have the Lovers card, so I feel like this connection may have seemed some way when you met them, but it's evolving, like you're evolving, like they're evolving. And it gets deeper as you go and stronger as you go. Sometimes all it is, it can be very basic. You're sitting there in your head, like I said, thinking about the 10 things, and maybe 6 of them are kind of making you a little depressed. And then you got this person that comes in and says, okay, we'll stop thinking about those things. Like, hey, let's go do this. Let's be spontaneous. Let's go have some fun. Put the books down, put your work down. Let's go and have fun. Get that shit out of your head. I don't know what this motion was. But like I said, I mean, the Empress. It's a very embracing energy. It's very nurturing energy. It's feeling like you belong. And I feel like that's exactly what you feel when you're with this person. You feel like you belong. You feel a sort of structure, not confining structure, but more, this strong foundation. Like you have this great starting point for this new adventure that you're going on. And I do see, like I said, a lot of big changes. Your life is changing. Things aren't going to be the same. And I feel very excited about that for you. No more sitting in your head with that Hermit in reverse. This person really knows how to take you out of that headspace. And like I said, I feel like sometimes we just need that person to come along and just take us out of that place. Sometimes we get into a place where we think that, we're alone and we don't know what to do, and we want to do this thing in life, and we don't know if we're strong enough to do it. And then we have that person that believes in us, that comes in with that energy that they believe in us. And sometimes they don't even have to say anything about what you're thinking about. It can just be the energy that they provide. And like I said, I've seen a lot of change in this person. So, I mean, I feel like they're growing as well. It's not like you're growing alone. And that's another reason why I see this connection being as strong and as deep as it is. Sometimes we feel defeated, but it isn't an actual effect. Sometimes we feel like we can't get to where we want to go, so it depresses us, or it makes us feel like, what's the point? And then, that, like I said, this energy comes in and it just sweeps you off your feet. And like I said, it's not just about you and this person moving forward. I mean, yeah, I see a lot of forward movement with this person. I see a strong connection. I see a strong bond. We have that deep-seated energy between the two of you. But it's also about you. It's not just about growth monetarily. It's not just about growth emotionally. It's not just about growth in any way, shape, or form. It's about complete growth. It's about, this awakening and becoming who it is that you want to be. And I see that for you. Those big changes that are coming. I mean, it's a redefinition of you. It's like that phoenix that, rises from the ashes. I mean, you come from a dark place to a very, very bright and happy place. And this will continue. You will continue to shine. And you have this person next to you that had no doubt this is who you were. All it takes sometimes is someone just to get us out of there. Someone that truly cares about us. Someone that truly listens to us. Sometimes the best solution, sometimes we find the solution to the problem just by talking about it. Now with this person, we have a lot of fire: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Virgo, Capricorn. We also have some Cancer, possibly some Scorpio. It's one thing to believe in yourself, and sometimes that can get wavered. Sometimes our belief in ourselves, we can be very confident people, but sometimes that can get a little shaky. But to have someone else come in and be that rock for you, sometimes that's all we need, to reignite that fire in us. And that's exactly what I feel like this person did. But don't count yourself out, because I feel like you have a little bit to do with what's going on with them as well. You're both growing, you're both evolving, and you're evolving together. You know, having that strong connection with this person, that deep connection, it's priceless. It's not something you would ever put a price on. You're both coming into your own together. I like that. I really did. I like that. You know, there's times in life when we meet people that bring us down. You know, they come into our life, and even if they're not direct in saying, they always make us feel like we can't do something, or they always make us feel like we're right in thinking that we can't do something. You know, there's these people that, you know, they enable, and not the enabling fact isn't what a lot of people think of as enabling. You know, you may say, maybe you have a friend and you say to them, you know, I want to do this, but I don't think I can do it. And then they're like, well, you know, maybe you should stick with what you're doing. They're not trying to hurt you. They're not trying to bring you down. But it's not the energy that you need to progress. You know, sometimes we meet people that break us down. And then there's people that build us up. This is a person that's building you up. Like I said, just making you laugh, taking you from a dark place to a happy place, making you smile. All those things, we don't realize the butterfly effect it has. You know, it's like, say you're studying for a big test, and you've been studying so long it's not making sense to you anymore. And your friend or your partner comes in and says, hey, let's go to dinner. We go to dinner, have a few laughs. All of a sudden you come home and ideas start flowing again. You know, you start, you know, intaking the information again. Because sometimes you just need to get out of your head. Sometimes the problem isn't as big as we make it to be. You know, I sometimes have that issue. Sometimes I build on. You know, when one thing is going wrong, I start thinking about the other 10 things that have gone wrong in the last 2 months. And I kind of pile on. You know, and it's nice to have that person come along and just kind of break you out of that slump. You know, sometimes all it is a good laugh. You know, all it is taking you on a night on the town, taking you a weekend away on a date, you know, taking you on a little trip for a weekend, or, you know, just sometimes it's just as much as somebody being there listening to you when you talk and not trying to fix you, just listening. And sometimes when we're talking about our, you know, what's going on in our head, and we take it from our mind into the real world, we start seeing the answers. So sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes all we need is someone listening to us. You know, not talking over us, not, you know, sometimes we have those people in our life when we talk to them, we can tell that they can't wait to get over this conversation. And then there's some people that you genuinely know are listening. And sometimes that's all it takes. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.